Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're not new, thank you for sticking around, guys. So you already see I'm here with the big Wode Maya.
Betty Grace, see Betty Grace calling me the big.
Yes, you're the big Wode Maya.
Yeah.
So it's from Nigeria to Ghana.
We met in Nigeria.
Yes.
And then we are now in Ghana.
Yes.
Like, it saddens me that we are not in the street filming. You have to sit down.
Yes.
Because I wanted to take you to the street of Ghana. Like, I'm getting sick, man. So I just want to take a break. But hey, I still have to film with Betty Grace before she leaves Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for doing this. So it's
Yeah.
good to be in Ghana, Wode Maya. I'm glad to be here and to be sitting with you.
I'm happy to see in my country.
Yes.
I just want to know. I hope you're enjoying Ghana so
I
far.
am. Ghana has been dope, guys. I've been having a good time since I came to Ghana. Make sure you try and come to Ghana, guys.
Have you tried our jollof, by the way?
I have. Okay, no, on a more serious note. Guys, I tried Ghana jollof.
You don't tell me you didn't like it.
Ghana jollof is yummy. I enjoyed it, guys. I enjoyed Ghana jollof. Like, it was tasty.
Yeah.
It was tasty. I enjoyed it.
I've not been lying to you. I told you guys that you better try Ghana jollof before you start complaining about.
I won't pass a verdict anyway, but Ghana jollof is because if I say anything now, Nigerians will come for me. So it's yummy, guys. It's yummy. That's all I can say for
but
now.
hey, no, before we proceed to your meal, I want to know like the hospitality of Ghanaians. How has it been so far?
Very, very, very warm. Like, it's warm. Ghanaians are warm, guys. I love it here. I mean, these people are warm. They are really not what I've been made to believe they are.
Because
So
also, like I said, when I was going to Nigeria, I was so scared to go to Nigeria. But when I went there, I think I had one of the best days of my life. Like, I was supposed to be in Nigeria like this week, but I told the man I'm so sick. Like, you can see my eyes are red right now. I was like, no, you just let's start 1st January. I'll try and be in Nigeria on 1st January, because like I feel like the hate between Ghana and Nigeria is just on the internet. You know, when I went there, I felt like, hey, Nigeria is amazing, and you are saying that.
yeah, Ghana is amazing. Ghana is amazing.
More Nigeria.
I will tell you more about that in another
video.
guys.
Thank
Just
you.
keep it locked down. I'll tell you more about Ghanaians in another video.
We're waiting for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Wode Maya, how has your year been? You've been traveling a lot across Africa. How has it been?
The plan was to travel at least more than 20 countries in Africa, but we managed to do 14.
14.
Yeah, 14 so
impressive.
far. Yeah, very impressive. And next year we're gonna finish all the 55 countries. So you just stay tuned. You know, like we're just getting ready. We're getting ready for 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, but so far so good. I enjoy traveling in Africa. My favorite was Rwanda. And the place that I would love to go again, that was Nigeria. And like I'm going back to Nigeria. I'm going back to Nigeria because like the expectations, like when I was going to Nigeria, I was like, no, you know, I'm not ready, but I had to go. And when I went to Nigeria, I didn't want to leave, so I was like, no.
Welcome back.
Now I'm going back.
Welcome back.
Like January, I'll start from Nigeria before I go anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. And a couple of countries I really enjoyed. The food, the country that I enjoyed their food so much was which country?
Nigeria.
No, Nigeria like pepper too much, not Nigeria.
Really?
But Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Addis
I love the food in Ethiopia. And and also Zanzibar. Like if I get married, Zanzibar would definitely be the place that I would spend my honeymoon, because I love that place. I was supposed to spend 3 days. I ended up spending 2 weeks in Zanzibar. So yeah, it's just amazing.
But it's interesting because I hear a lot about Zanzibar. How beautiful it is.
It's so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. Like we were like, okay, we're going to Zanzibar. Let's spend 3 days. We kept on changing our tickets. 2 weeks.
2 weeks
in Zanzibar. Like
what's the magic? What's the magic?
Like you get to see the real like Africa. I would say like Zanzibar represent the real Africa, man, in terms of like the beaches in Zanzibar, super clean. Man, it's just breathtaking. I don't know the words that I should use to describe Zanzibar. So I would say that if you are planning your honeymoon and you want to go to Bali, you want to go to Paris, my brother, cancel all those trips and just take a trip to Zanzibar.
Yes, Africa is beautiful, right?
It's just so beautiful. Like I feel like they don't show us Africa that much. When I started like this, my whole African tour, I was like, no way. Like, I'm educating myself and seeing the beauty of Africa every single day. Like, I went to Sierra Leone.
I hear a lot about it.
Oh my goodness, man. Like, Africa is just beautiful. Like, I'm just telling you, just go to your next door neighbor. I mean, like, just go. Like, if you're from Nigeria, you can go to Benin and
or come
Togo.
to Ghana, guys. Come to Ghana. Ghana is beautiful.
Come and enjoy Ghana.
Ghana is beautiful as well.
But don't stay only in Accra. Go to the Volta region.
Yes.
It's beautiful over there.
I think when next I visit, I'll go to Kumasi.
Kumasi, yeah.
I've heard a lot of things about their Ashanti people, just their culture, their traditions, and I would like to have a first-hand experience of that.
True. Yeah, that's what I also want to go to Nigeria and also explore. I think there's a city I want to go to. Is it Calabar?
Calabar.
Yeah, I want to visit Calabar.
Interesting. I lived in Calabar for 2 years before I relocated. It's a beautiful city.
Wow, I want to go to Calabar.
And the carnival is holding this December. The street carnival.
Yeah.
So it brings a lot of tourists into the state. And it's a beautiful place.
Wow.
Very beautiful.
Wow.
So, okay, so now, since you've been traveling through Africa this year, what would you say your experiences have been like in terms of the protocol for traveling and just crossing borders?
Like, that's the only thing that makes traveling in Africa very difficult. Knowing that you are from Africa and you still have to apply for visa to go to another African country. And, you know, I got deported in 2 of the countries. Deported. An African getting deported in Africa.
That's ridiculous.
Very ridiculous. Like, if you go to, like, when I was living in China, like, you travel anywhere, you go to Asian countries, like, it's just beautiful, like, traveling in all those countries. But trust me, like, traveling in Africa sometimes makes me sick.
And that shouldn't be for an African.
Like, sometimes we don't even talk about certain things. Like, we went to Gambia. We were forced to pay money, like saying that you have to pay before you enter this country, and then if you don't pay, they have our passport. If you don't pay, they will not allow you to go.
That's crazy.
Even Togo, like I'm from Ghana, I'm going to Togo at the border. Next door, I had to pay before. They said like, oh, if you check your passport, if you travel in so many countries, you have to give us money before, and they will take it.
And I had a similar experience when I went to Benin Republic. You know, Benin is just next door to Nigeria. Yeah. So when we're to cross over to Benin Republic, we're being charged certain fees at the border. And it was just crazy. I was like, why do I have to pay to get my passport stamped?
And they will hold your passport. Yes. They know that you have no option. Like in Gambia, we paid like 3 times before we enter the country. We paid at the main border. Then in Gambia, you have to use ferry before you enter the country. You have to pay at the ferry, and immediately we got into the country. Before we enter the main country, we still have to pay.
That's just crazy. That's extortion.
And then I went to Zambia. Like, I just came back from Zambia. Like, they deported me, actually. it's so funny.
I can just imagine the scene.
It was so funny. Like, I went to Zambia. I checked online as a Ghanaian passport holder. I am qualified to live in Zambia for 3 months. So the first month you have to give you 30 days and you go and extend. So like I arrived in Zambia around 3 a.m. So I just applied for my visa, like it's visa on arrival for all Ghanaians. So I applied, they just gave it to me right there. Not knowing that the guy wrote 7 days.
Did you tell him you wanted to stay for 7 days?
No, how could I pay $50 for just 7 days? Are you crazy? No, how could
And he didn't ask you.
Man, sometimes traveling in Africa is crazy. Like, I don't understand. The guy gave me 7 days and, like, I didn't check. Like, maybe I was very ignorant at that time. I didn't really check that how many days, because I checked on the internet. I know I have 30 days and also 90 days. 90 days, I just assumed that So I was in the country, I was supposed to, you know, when I went to Zambia the first day, I got arrested for vlogging, for using my camera. We got arrested, so like, you know, so many things went behind. You know, so many things went behind. So we're like, okay, let me just chill, vlog, and just leave. At the end of the day, I overstayed. The 7 days is over. So I overstayed my visa for 2 days. So I was going to Zimbabwe. And they realized that, oh, you've overstayed. I'm like, no, they will not allow you. So you have to pay $600 for overstaying for 2 days.
In Africa.
Like, I mean, pay $600. You rather deport me to my country. So they're like, that's the next option. So they gave me
Wow.
one more day to get out of the country. They wrote deportation on my visa, one more day. Then I just said, okay. So I just left the country. I'd rather pay expensive flights back than to pay to stay in a country in Africa. So I just said, okay, just let me get out of the country. So that's how I got out. And even in Uganda too, I got deported because they thought I was like a spy. It was one of the stupid things I've ever heard in my entire life. They told me, they said, you have so many comments in your bag, you're a spy. And then they said, we're going to deport you 2 countries. So let's say either you go back to Rwanda or you go to Ghana. I said, okay, you just, because I was on my way to Tanzania. I was like, okay, you better deport me to Rwanda.
After all, Rwanda is
After
your
all,
second country.
Rwanda,
You
like,
love it so
I
much.
feel like I'm a president in Rwanda, man. Like, I went to Rwanda, I was supposed to meet the president, and then like I was late. So the security men saw me, like they hold me, you can't go, the president is there. And then one of the bodyguards of the president saw me and I was like, that's the guy. And he came to pick me all the way.
Straight. Express pass.
I was wearing my, I don't need these slippers anywhere I go to. I'm always with my slippers. These are official slippers that I travel with. All the countries that I go to.
You wear it.
Now I'll put it, like, I think this should be in a museum,
Honestly.
The security man saw me, he's like, are you the guy? I was like, yeah, I'm the guy. He checked my slippers and said, yeah, I'm the guy.
Oh. Guys, so this is Wode Maya's new identity now.
Yeah.
People know.
He said I'm the guy. And that's the thing. I enjoy traveling in Africa, but this immigration thing is really stressful. That's what I wish. Like all Africans, like we can remove borders from our various countries.
Yes, I think that's important, and that will help address these bureaucracies that come with traveling.
True.
Talking about that, Nigeria recently, the President Muhammadu Buhari, he made a declaration that
for visa on arrival.
Yes, for visa on arrival for all African passport holders.
That's beautiful.
Effective from January 2020.
That's beautiful.
So, what do you think about that?
No, it's beautiful. Like, from visa on arrival, very soon it will be visa free for all Africans. This is what we actually need. Me being a Ghanaian going to Nigeria without thinking of applying for visa before I get there, it's beautiful. Like, you see, you go to Europe, they have a particular type of visa that everyone uses that can move to one European country to another. Why don't you do the same thing in Africa? Because I feel like we don't even know each other.
Yes.
If you don't come to Ghana, if you don't come to Ghana, you definitely don't know what's happening in Ghana.
Exactly. And I think, well, for ECOWAS countries, I think the travel has been somewhat seamless with the ECOWAS treaty and all, but then extending that to other Africans is also good because I didn't need a visa to come to Ghana because I'm from Nigeria. So I just had my passport and my yellow fever card and I was here.
Yeah.
But someone else from another country that is outside the ECOWAS region will have to get a visa. So
the visa on arrival thing will help Nigeria. Like Ethiopia was the first African country that had visa on arrival. So Nigeria coming into the scene, it will help more Africans to come and invest in Nigeria. It will boom the economy of the country because it's stressful to we're going to South Africa now, and then I need to check how to apply for all these visas. You need to apply. Ghana, going to South Africa, I need to apply. Going to Botswana, I need to apply. Going to Mozambique and all those.
That's so much.
It takes a lot of time. So please, I wish all African countries will let's make it visa on arrival for everyone for now. And in future, you can make it visa free so that we don't have to pay
any fee. Yeah. So, but I've heard people complain in the past that getting a visa to Nigeria is cumbersome and it's expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about that, but because for you don't need a visa. But I don't know if you've heard other people complain about that.
Okay, so I know is it visa on arrival or you have to apply for visa? I know Americans.
You have to apply for a visa, and people complain that the process is cumbersome and getting the visa is expensive.
Yeah, if the person is African, I'll have a problem with that. But if the person is not an African, and you have to pay, and it's also like difficult for you to get a visa, I don't have any problem with that, you know, because me going to China, it's difficult for me to get a visa. Me going to USA, it's difficult for me to go to USA. So if I see an American trying to enter Nigeria and you make the visa difficult for him or her, no, I respect Nigeria for doing that, because you know, like they denied a lot of Africans going to America. They deny a lot of, like, that's why like I feel like Ghana has to tighten their, you know, immigration, of course, because Ghanaians going to America or going to UK, they tighten the visa, but
it's the same for Nigerians. I think it's even worse.
Do you know that I took my Chinese friend to an embassy to apply Ghana visa with just 1-2 days. Bam, he got a visa and he came to Ghana.
Wode Maya, you need to come to Nigeria. Nigerians, please drop comments. Those of you who have been traveling a lot, share your experiences with getting an American visa in the comments. It's crazy. Like you have to get to the embassy, queue there, apply,
let's do the same. Let's do the same.
Back, you know, at the end of the day, with the stress and all the money, you still get denied the visa.
Yeah,
so
I don't have any problem with that.
If
you tighten visa procedures for these people, I'm okay. I'm not racist, but I feel like do unto others what you want others to do unto you. So if that is the only case, but if it's for Africans, no. But it's for them, yeah, I'm okay with that one. So Nigeria, shout out to you if your visa procedures just like that.
All right, so Wode Maya, just before we go, what would you have for African brothers and sisters who haven't traveled to other African countries, but who have this, you know, negative perception, so to say, about other Africans and other African countries, that they are not good or they are bad and all of that?
Africa is for Africans. So I would tell Africans that go out there, go live your life. Whenever you find yourself in another African country, don't see yourself as a foreigner.
I don't see myself like I'm at home here in Ghana. Like, it's just so cool.
See yourself like that country belongs to you.
Exactly.
Because, excuse me to say, like Africa was not like even called Africa, and the country Nigeria was not called Nigeria or Ghana. We were the same people that were separated by colonizers. So don't let the colonizer come and tell you that, hey, you don't have to go to this country. Africa is for you. Whenever you find yourself in Nigeria and you're from Ghana, see yourself, Nigeria is my own. Yeah. Nigeria is my home. So, you know what, after traveling within Africa, me, I'll tell you, like, when I go to certain African countries, I don't even see myself as a foreigner. Like,
exactly. Like,
we eat the same food.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
we have the same love.
Banku and okra. It's just the same as semo and okra in Nigeria and stew.
We have, like, if you go to those, even the Southern African countries, you know, I went to Zambia. They have a university called Kwame Nkrumah, and the university has no affiliation with the university, Kwame Nkrumah University. Yeah. No. It's just to honor Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, so you see, we're just the same people. We're just the same people. So you know what? If you haven't traveled to any African country, sorry, but shame on you. Sorry, but shame on you. All you need to do, pick up that passport. We have visa-free countries. Check the visa-free countries. Even if it's a bus that you have to take it.
And it's so easy because you can actually go by land.
Thank you.
To other African countries.
Thank you. Just go explore. You know, flight tickets in Africa is so expensive, but yeah, use the bus and then just go explore.
You can even trek. You can trek, guys. You can trek from Badagry to Semeboda.
Okay, no, but I can't do that because like from here to Togo, no.
But that was how our forefathers traveled in time past.
No, time has changed.
So you can spend 2 days on the road than they used to do.
Yeah.
No, but on a more serious note, they should travel.
Not travel within Africa. Africa is a beautiful place. Africa is the place to be. Like, hey, if I want to talk, I will talk like a whole hour without. Like, traveling in Africa has changed my life.
It's beginning to change my life too.
Traveling in Africa has changed my life. Like, you go to a place and somebody will tell you, hey, Wode Maya, welcome to my country. I was like, yes. And then when they say welcome to your country, which means they're gonna like give you everything that you need.
When I came to Ghana and I say I'm Nigerian, they say welcome home. welcome home. And that home there was so endearing. I was
It's
saying,
so beautiful.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm
It's
home.
beautiful. Don't let the media. Don't sit home. Let the media tell you that Nigerians hate Ghana. Like I said, I had my okay. Let me. Maybe you have not watched my videos, but when I went to Nigeria, my hotel bills were paid by Nigerians. My flight tickets inside Nigeria was paid by Nigerians. What's the name of the card that I used the whole of my time in Nigeria was for a Nigerian. He paid the fuel. I can't even mention, like I went to where Davido and Choma, one of the luxurious places that Davido and Choma did assurance something. They took me there. They told me to pick anything that I want. It was paid by a Nigerian.
Is that Dunes?
Dunes, Abuja.
Abuja, yes.
Shout out to Dunes, Abuja. They told me to pick anything that I want. Like, you know, that makes Africa a beautiful place to be.
We are beautiful people. We are beautiful people.
Thank you.
Africans. We are beautiful people. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Wode Maya.
Make sure you subscribe.
Had a good time speaking with you. Thank you
Make
so
sure you
much.
subscribe.
Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.